Hello friends and welcome to this practice. The intention of this class today is to help you improve your forward fold. For my journey today I have a rolled up towel, a couple of blocks and a roller. So the roller I'm going to be using towards the beginning of the class. It's not required to take part in this class. So if you don't have one, don't worry about it. You can skip that bit and join us for the rest of it. Otherwise, pause the video, gather all the things that you might need and come back and meet me in your practice space, and we're going to begin by testing out our forward fold before we do anything else. So find Tadasana, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, push your hips back in space and then lean out into your forward fold position, not needing it to be any more or less than what it is, but just using this as a starting point, a marker, okay? So just feel this fold. Notice how it feels in your body to be in this folded position. You could be here, you could be folding to your blocks, whatever you need. Just see what it feels like. Breathe. Notice what you need to notice. And then when you've finished, roll yourself out of that space. So to begin our practice today, we're going to start with some leg swings. So find something to hold on to. Plant into a foot and then simply start to swing the other leg, okay? And then find a dynamic energy to this movement. I want you to swing with intention, but you don't have to lock out the leg. You can bend the knee behind you if you want to, but I just want you to get some blood flow going into your legs today. So we're gonna swing. This is time, not reps, for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let that go. And then simply switch to the side. So start swinging. Takes a little second to get your momentum when you switch sides, I always think. And again, you can let the leg bend, but definitely put some intention behind it. Okay, so I really want you to warm things up. And we're gonna swing for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. You're done. Let that go. Whew. Right. This is where we're going to use the foam roller. So if you don't have one, skip it and move on to the next section. If you do have a foam roller, I want you to come down to the ground. And what I want you to do is I want you to spend at least 2 minutes per side, if you can, rolling out your front hip, so your hip flexor and your quad on each side, okay? So I'll start doing it with you. And then I want you to pause the video and I want you to spend at least 1 to 2 minutes per side. 2 minutes if you can, just rolling things out, okay? So go ahead and pause the video and spend a good couple of minutes per side rolling out your hip flexor and your quads, and I'll meet you right back here when you're done. Welcome back. Set that off to one side. Hopefully the front line of your body is feeling really good. And to begin, before we begin the first exercise, we're just going to bring our hands to the ground and warm up the wrists. So circle your heart over tops of your wrists a couple of times in both directions. Because the first exercise of each round is going to be weight bearing on our hands. So just take a couple of moments just to warm things up there. Maybe you flip the fingertips a couple of times, do whatever you need to here. Especially if this is the first time that you've put your hands on the ground today, just take a few moments to honour that. And then when you're finished, I'm going to meet you in a shortened downward facing dog towards the back end of your practice space, because we're going to be doing bear crawls up and down the space that you're in, okay? Set yourself up in a shortened downward facing dog. Just going to move my towel out of the way. And then once you get there, I want you to soften the knees if you need to. Press your heels towards the ground without wanting them to touch the ground. At the same time, I want you to flick your tailbone, press your tailbone up towards the sky, right? You might feel some deep sensations into the backs of your legs, and then continue to press your tailbone up and press your heels down as we crawl from front to back in this position. We're going to press the timer. We're going to be doing it for a minute. So alternate hand and foot moves, smoothly with control like you were crawling. And you're just going to crawl from the back to the front of your practice space, and go back when you get to the point where you can't go any further. But remember to try to keep your tailbone pressing up towards the sky if you can. Keep pressing your heels towards the ground as you crawl. And breathe. Don't worry if you lose your coordination. I just did then. But the idea is that we move with control, we move smoothly up and down. And don't worry if your knees bend or your back rounds, it might do to begin with, but the more you do these, the easier it gets, and the more you'll be able to straighten-ish out the legs and press your tailbone up towards the sky. Okay, so that's 1 minute. Let that go. Wonderful. The next exercise is going to be good mornings. Please know that you can do this on a seat. Grab a chair if you want to do these seated, and then take your legs out nice and wide, and then from here you can do your good mornings in this position. Okay, focusing on keeping a flat back, hinging from the hips and leaning out, and practicing your good mornings from here. Okay. Otherwise, if you're coming with me, find your Tadasana. Feet could be hip width apart, hands can come to hips. Just take a couple of moments just to test out your range that you want to work in. So trying to keep the legs as straight as you possibly can, and trying to keep the back as flat as you can. Core is engaged. Start to press your hips back and lean the chest out, okay? The compensations that you're looking for, that your body might make, are the knees might bend or the back might round. If that happens, work in a smaller range of motion, okay? So just make it smaller, where you can keep the flat back, where you can try to maintain the straightish legs. So test out a couple. And then when you're ready, take an inhale up top. On your exhale, lean out, find your depth. It could be considerably deeper or not than mine. Hold the bottom for 3, 2, 1, and rise back up. Lean out, hold the bottom for 3, 2, 1, rise back up. Lean out, hold the bottom for 3, 2, 1, rise back up. Lean out, hold the bottom for 3, 2, 1, rise. Lean out, hold 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 for 3, 2, 1, rise. We'll do one more. Lean out, hold for 3, 2, 1, and rise back up. Good. Shake that out. The next thing is squat and fold. So grab your rolled up towel, blanket, whatever you've got. And this is so that you don't feel like you need to keep your heels on the ground. I just want to eliminate the need for that to be, so that you can sit into your passive squat without that being a requirement. Okay, so today I want the focus to be trying to keep the gap between the tops of your thighs and your belly as closed as you can as you do your squat and fold. When you first start doing these, your belly might come away, and that's cool, but it might just mean you need to bend your knees a lot deeper when you come into your fold, and focus more on keeping the gap closed than trying to straighten out the legs, okay? So wherever you are, sit down into your passive squat. We've got 10 of these. I want you to take an inhale here. And then on your exhale, start to push your hips up. Think about flicking your tailbone up, just like we did in our bear crawls. Grab hold of feet, ankles, or the ground, whatever. And then pull your body closer towards your legs as you reach your tailbone up towards the sky. Feel the sensation in your fold. And then sit back down into your squat. Inhale here. Exhale out the mouth as you move into your fold. Right, you see you're softening with the breath at the same time. Inhale as you sit deep into your squat. And then exhale as you press your hips up, tailbone to sky, belly to thighs. And then sit back into your squat again. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, squat. Exhale, fold. Find a little bit of a rhythm, but linger in the fold every single time. Inhale into your squat. Exhale into your fold. Beautiful. Try and get deeper into the fold every time. Inhale into your squat. Exhale into your fold. Inhale, squat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, squat. Exhale, fold. We'll do two more. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, straightenish the legs. Notice how you can fold deeper each time. We'll do one more. Inhale into your squat. And then exhale, lift the hips, find your fold. Linger there for a moment, let the back of the neck be long. And then bend the knees, roll yourself all the way up out of that space, shake that out. And then move that item out of the way. We're going to come back into our shortened downward facing dog and we're going to run that back again, another round. So set yourself up, shortened downward facing dog. I'll press the time. Tailbone to sky, heels pressing down, and then start to crawl from front to back. Noticing how you have to use your hip flexor to pick up the leg that's moving. This is going to help teach your thigh and your belly to come closer together, which is what we want in our forward fold. So breathe as you crawl from front to back. Remember, tailbone pressing towards the sky. Heels reaching towards the ground. Knees can be bent, it's cool. Breathe. You got about 8 more seconds to finish the round you're on. And then let that go. Drop the knees. Whew. And I'll meet you in your good morning position. So whether you're seated or standing, find the top of your position, set yourself up. 10 of these, take an inhale up top. And then exhale, push the hips back. Core is engaged, spine is long. Find the bottom of your good morning. Hold for 3, 2, 1, rise up. Lean out. Find your depth. Hold for 3, 2, 1, rise back up. Push hips back, lean out, hold for 3, 2, 1, rise back up. Push hips back, lean out, hold for 3, 2, 1, rise, lean out, hold for 3, 2, 1, rise, lean out, good. Hold for 3, 2, 1, rise. And again, lean out, hold for 3, 2, 1, rise, lean out, hold for 3, 2, 1, rise, lean out, hold your depth, 3, 2, 1, rise. 2 more, lean out, hold it for 3, 2, 1, rise. Lean out, hold it for 3, 2, 1, rise back up. Shake that out. It really does cook things up. those good mornings. Right, so squat and fold. Grab your blanket or your towel, whatever you've got. Heels on. Sit the hips into your squat. It could be here, could be all the way down low, wherever you are. It's cool. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, again, straightenish the legs. Grab hold of whatever you can, feet, ankles, ground blocks. Remember, belly to thighs, and then sit low. Into your squat, inhale. Open the mouth, exhale with sound. Fold. Bend the knees, sit low. Exhale, fold. Sit into your squat. That's 3. Exhale, press your hips up and fold. Tailbone to sky. Sit low. And again, exhale, fold. Straightenish the legs. Back into your squat. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Think about your hip creases pulling up and back. And then sit your hips low. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, fold. I always completely lose count. It's because I get so into it. Inhale into your squat. Exhale, fold. It feels like we've done about 8 now, so we'll do 2 more. Inhale back into your squat. Exhale, fold. Notice how you're getting deeper and deeper into your fold every time, deeper into your squat every time. Inhale, drop the hips into your squat. And then exhale, lift the hips. Best one yet, forward fold, you guys. Belly to thighs, tailbone to sky, hip creases pull back. Relax the back of your neck, crown of head magnetizes towards the ground. A couple of breaths. And then bend the knees, roll yourself out of that space. Maybe a little gentle squeeze of the glutes at the top might feel nice to extend the hips forward. Maybe you reach the arms up towards the sky, take a big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. Good. So we're going to come back to our forward fold that we tested at the beginning of our practice. So set yourself up in your fold position. And then when you're ready, take an inhale up top. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Maybe you bend at the knees. Remember, belly to thighs. Allow yourself to come down into your fold. That feels really good to me. So hopefully you feel the difference in your own body. And then when you get there, do whatever you like to do. You could pull yourself closer. You could bend and straighten the knees. Opposite hand to opposite elbow. Find a little ragdoll. Just do whatever you want to do here. Spend some time in your forward fold, just being here and enjoying the space. You could even set yourself up on the floor in a Paschimottanasana if you wanted to, okay? So this is where I'm going to leave you today, you guys, with love, with gratitude for your body. Take a moment to thank yourself for your practice, and I really appreciate you taking the time to practice with me. As always, it's a privilege to share this space with you. And until I see you again, I hope you have the most amazing rest of your day. Namaste.